Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. And I'm here this evening to do the general weekly reading for the sign of Sagittarius for the week of September 24th through to the 30th. So let's get right into your shuffle. For those new to the tarot community on YouTube, this is a general reading. General readings are free. This may or may not resonate with you on a personal level. This reading is also for Sagittarius Sun. Please check out your rising signs and your moon signs through my other videos as well. Look them up, because sometimes the readings for your sun sign and your moon sign will resonate more with you than just your sun sign. Sometimes you get a bigger, clearer picture as well. Why leave anything to chance? Check out all three. That's what I say. Why would you not? Right? Okay. What's up for Sagittarius for the week of the 24th through to the 30th? Health, love, wealth, relationships, family, friends, jobs. What messages do you have that you want to be brought to the attention of any Sagittarius viewing this video, this reading? Beautiful surf up tonight here. You guys are going to be my last reading for tonight. My readings are long, and I did a private reading that was an hour long. Then I dived right into start the generals for the week. So this is the fourth video that that one kind of flew off, didn't it? And you know what I always say? If it stands on its end or does anything weird, then I'll take it as a pop-out, and this one just did. It landed up on the floor, but up against the fridge, and it landed straight up. So I'm going to take it. Let's see what we've got for a pop-out. Wow. We're keeping this just because of the way it came out. And I always said if it stands on its end and does this or flips 3 times and lands like this, then I'll take the pop-out. Other than that, I don't do them. We're going to keep this one right there off to the side. You got to love that. Biggest manifester around is the Magician. I love this card. It's one of my favorites. So what do we got here? It's a 3-card spread. Forget what I was saying before that happened. What was I saying? What was I talking about? Can't remember. All the surf here, I think, is what I was saying. Surf's been crazy. Jose's been really kicking up the waters in the Bay of Fundy. He's just below us, and he's supposed to pull off and away and go out to sea. Maria's a good week away from us yet to even begin to contemplate. You know, they got their predictions right. I don't listen to any of them because hurricanes have their own minds. They're going to do what they do no matter what the weather forecasters say is going to come. We wait till the last gun's fired around here. Anything can happen in our waters. Right now, any hurricanes, any storm systems that are coming up like that into the Bay of Fundy, we're a little tentative on what to expect, because the waters have warmed so much, and the Bay of Fundy is changing our ecosystem. So now that the waters are warming, hurricanes have more of a chance on really packing a punch when they hit up here, instead of, you know, fizzing out when they hit the colder waters, because the Bay of Fundy is cold. I'm telling you, I grew up swimming in it. Most people don't swim in the Bay of Fundy. You come out, well, you get used to the water when you don't feel your legs and your body anymore. That's how cold it is. And it only gets to be like, and we're talking on the Fahrenheit scale, maybe 30 degrees in the summer. In the winter, it might drop a degree or so, but it's close to freezing all year. It could be 100 degrees here. But that water is cold. And it is a shock. It'll take your breath away when you first go into the water. It takes a long time to get in. But once you go numb all over and you turn as red as a lobster, and your skin just turns red, red, red. And everything is numb and you can't feel it. You can't feel the cold either. And that's when you can have fun, because the waters of the Bay of Fundy are very clean and they're very crisp and clear. Yeah, I grew up doing that. So most people couldn't handle it. It's just like, no way am I getting in that water. It's like climbing into a water glass full of ice water. Very cold, but clean, refreshing, reviving, beautiful. Oh, there's your cards, Sagittarius. Yes. Where'd I put my... There they are. I need these. Oh, there we go. They don't feel... My eyes don't feel so bad now. Very first card, other than the Manifestor. Five of Pentacles, abandonment. What are you going to abandon? I don't think it's going to be you that gets abandoned, but you're abandoning something. Strength for the middle of the week. Stability, like this guy too. Let's see. Oh, and the Seven of Swords. The end of the week, midweek into the weekend is a loss. Representing loss. Okay, let's see here. Oh, what is going on with you guys? Let's see. So we got the Manifestor, which is absolutely like fantastic to get as your pop out. What can I say about him? The Magician. He's just fantastic all the way around. He always is. He always asks. I know you regulars get tired of hearing this, but this is for the new people. The Manifestor shows up. He always asks, what is it you think you're capable of? What is it that you think that you're capable of doing? And manifesting and creating and making things happen for yourself. And he's here to tell you, if you have any changes coming up in your life and things that you want to take advantage of, things that you want to use, then all the tools are here. You're going to have every tool available to you, Sagittarius. You can see here, we have, if you have issues of love of the heart, there are the cups, right here. Cups represent emotions and love. And then we have the golden rods, the staves, the sticks, whatever you'd like to call them, for practical things, beginning new business. Risk-taking comes to the forefront as well. And then we have the swords, the matters of the mind, decisions to be made, things to be pondered, things that are weighing on our mind. Then we have the coins, deniers, right here. Highly representative of creativity, but the first and foremost thing that jumps off is money. Always about money. But Manifestor's here to tell you, even though a couple of these cards may look a little challenging, you have the power at this time to make huge changes in your life, to make things work the way you want to see them work. So he's here to tell you, for any changes that you're implementing, anything that you're thinking about, that now is the time for you to take action and start to make stuff happen. The conditions are absolutely perfect right now for those of you that this will apply to, Sagittarius. You have the tools to attract exactly what it is that you want. You're in the creative flow of life. Communications are going to speed up this week for you as well. At the beginning of the week, there'll be a lot more texting, going back and forth, presenting of ideas. And you have the support for all your efforts as well. It's just everything's going to pick up real quick, right in the midst of you maybe wanting to make these changes and implement these changes in your life. What else have you got for me here? What else have you got? He's just so pleasant looking. He's a pleasure, as they say. Everything about him is fantastic. Positive energy, possibilities, moving forward. He's amazing. Amazing energy to have in your life. The advice from this card is now is the time to take action. And if you do, you'll find and meet with success. It's the best thing that can happen to you. Your keywords are new enterprises, money, communication, creativity, travel, and support. And some of you may have to travel outside your realm of what is your normal everyday life and go outside to find the support that you need. You're not going to have to look really hard or far. There is immediate support that surrounds you. I just heard somebody, this is for somebody, remember this is a general reading. I just heard for somebody, somebody's been waiting for you to make this move, and I'm hearing it's high time. It's about time. And I'm here to support you is what the energy is saying. There's somebody out there. You've got a strong support system, and it could be just through one person. They've been waiting for you to take this step, whatever that step is. Big life changes. So your very first card at the beginning of the week is the Five of Pentacles, and it's all about abandonment. And I would say that that's an over. I always deal these cards, all right, so that they have an overshadowing, a reach for the next card. They all interlock. They all fit together. They always do. That's the amazing thing with tarot. For somebody out there right now, you're going through and having unrealistic, not expectations, but you have an unrealistic view in your life, of your life. You have a fear of poverty and isolation, and this is not your reality. You're creating your own misery by imagining things that aren't even real. What the hell are you doing, Sagittarius? You got to let these fears go. You know, here's the thing. Fear is a vibration, all right? An energy that has its own vibration like every other emotion. And when when you're feeling really, really emotional, it raises your vibrational level of energy. And the universe picks up on that. If you're not careful, you'll manifest your own misery by being afraid of misery that's not even part of your life, but things that, all the what ifs come into play. And what ifs are not the reality of now. So what are you doing, Sagittarius? You're going to, I'm hearing self-sabotage going on if you're not careful. You need to distract your mind from these worries that don't exist. I'm not saying this is for everybody, but this card is overall saying to you all, Sagittarius, that you have to, if you bear in mind your own actual reality, it has nothing to do with fear and isolation. It doesn't even exist. We all have these fears. Sagittarius sometimes can become obsessed with things that are playing on their minds and they can't let it go. I know that for a fact because I know a few. And I know them well. Family members that create their own misery. When the misery doesn't exist, it's all this what if this and what if that. And for some Sages, they can't be prepared enough. The fear is always there. You got to be careful or you'll manifest these things into reality if you're not careful. That's just a big red flag, and the heat coming off the card there, big time. Some of you may be distancing yourself from others due to self-doubt, with the risk of losing, there's a fear of losing your job, or for some of you, it's the loss of a relationship. That's what you live in fear. I just heard, they're too good for me. What do they see in me? Why would they want to be with me? This isn't going to last because they're going to wake up and see that I'm not the person that they think they are. Really, Sagittarius? Really? Give your head a shake. All right? Give your head a shake. What was it, do you think, that attracted them to you in the first place? Think about that. How long have they been with you? Think about that. Why would that change unless you push them away? If you start working on pushing them out of your life, yes, that's what's going to happen. And then you'll sit and cry that you were abandoned by this person. But really, you had a pretty strong hand on helping to make that happen. You know, if you push people far and hard enough, then that's what's going to take place. You're going to make happen what your greatest fears are. You're going to manifest them. That's what I heard for somebody out there. And for those of you that are going through a breakup, you're feeling very alone at the end of this relationship. After the end of the relationship. But there's going to be, you know, some of you could be going through a really rough time right now. So says tarot by this card. And finances are coming to the forefront because it is a Pentacles, all right? My eyes are really, you guys are my last reading for tonight. My eyes are ready to go here. They're doing their own thing. Knock it off. But some of you feeling heartbreak, lost, and alone after the breakup of a relationship. And you have to ask yourself, is this what I just said a moment ago? Did you bring this on yourself? Did you push and push and push and push and push until the other person couldn't take it anymore? And they just left and they walked away and said, I can't handle your paranoia and your fears anymore. I'm here with you. I've been here with you, and all you've done is talk about what if we break up? What if we break up? Snap out of it. Stop doing that. Stop being all doom and all gloom. I'm sorry to be so harsh, but that's what I'm hearing, and that's what I'm feeling right now. And my gut's kicking in big time. The intuition is screaming. This message is meant for somebody out there. How many times have you done this? Created this self-sabotage. You're doing things you knew were going to bring this collectively, a collection of things over time was going to end up all coming up to one big thing in the end, and it's going to be what separates you from the person that you feel you love. If they didn't want to be with you, they wouldn't be with you in the first place. Why do you feel that nobody can love you that much? Why do you feel nobody can like you that much? Really, you attract people and then you push them and you try to repel them. Why do you feel you don't deserve any happiness and any love, to be in love, to have everlasting love? Do you really feel that way? Why do you feel that way? You got some examination, self-examining to go, that needs to go down. You got some soul searching to do. You deserve to be happy and in love. And you know what? The Sagittarius is that I know are good human beings. They care about their fellow man. They go out of their way for people. But when it comes to them, they don't want anybody doing anything for them. There's something a little off there. There's something for you to think about. But there's going to be, for anybody gone through, yeah, you may have grounds to worry for those of you that have just gone through a relationship breakup, because there's financial change that comes with breakups. There always is. That's why it's Pentacles. That's why it comes into play with the meaning of this card. The advice of this card is you have support, but you're looking in all the wrong places. Are you doing that on purpose? And then go, woe is me, I'm all alone in the world, when there's people more than ready to help you, people that care about you. But those that know you best know better than to put themselves out there. They sit back and they wait for you to come to them because they just know better that you're not going to listen unless it's all your idea. All right? For those of you sincerely looking for support, go somewhere different than would be your normal people, your normal haunts, to find some support and help as well. There's a lot of financial changes that breakups do bring. If you did it before this person come into your life, you can do it again. You just have to readjust your life and readjust yourself and find your comfort zone again. Keywords are isolation and rejection, bias, fear, risk, relationships, and money problems. That is for some, all right? But this card overall, I would say this is the overall energy that's here to give you hope right now, the power of manifestation, of making things happen the way you want to make them happen. Now's the time to do it. The moment is right. The middle of your week flows through and gives you strength and stability. This is a great card to have. Normally this card, the common overall meaning is strength of character. And what can you take? What can you do? What can you put up with? What can you stand? How much are you willing to go through? It certainly doesn't match what this one is. This one, here's your wake-up call. All right? So you need to, for some of you, in the middle of the week, will find yourself needing to stand your ground, needing to explain yourself, needing to have patience in the face of any conflict that you may encounter in the middle of the week. Don't be overwhelmed by anything that opposes you, all right? For those of you that have you have yourself together, we'll say. The rest of you already know what I wanted to say when you have your you-know-what together. But remember that whatever opposes you is lower than you are. It is not of the same good realm that you live in and that you walk in every day. Anything that's in opposition to you is lower than you are. It is darker than you are. It is weaker than you are. Remember that and let yourself be elevated above anything that opposes you in the middle of this week. All right? Now you're going to find a lot of strength when you do that. A lot of self-assuredness and just a general knowing feeling that you can rise above this and get through it. Piece of cake. Cakewalk, as they say. Don't let anybody try to intimidate you, bully you, put their impressions on you, their opinions on you. But do treat these people that are self-centered and they're rude and overbearing and overwhelming. it's a long reach. Try to show some compassion towards them. Just 'cause so says tarot, but don't let them cross any personal boundaries with you. Stay strong and do not let yourself be taken advantage of. This card shows up to show strength of character, and it also means a literal return of strength and vitality for some. The advice of this card is to stand firm, take the higher moral ground so you can live with yourself. Don't step off the path of morality and integrity, all right? Your character's being tested by somebody, so you got to watch out for that. So take the right road. Always take the good road, the right road. You may have challenges without compromise or panic involved either. So accept the challenges. Doesn't mean you have to compromise anything, and you don't need to panic over it either. So the key words are courage and patience, endurance, risk, balance, opposition, and vitality. And you may catch your second wind in your life of vitality and a re-energizing of self-confidence. Of if I went through that was easy peasy. I dreaded that moment. I dreaded that person. I dreaded that situation. Didn't want to deal with that. But now that I have, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's going to build up your self-confidence. Your last card in this reading, Seven of Swords, all about loss. This is the Thief card of the tarot. Do not let anybody distract you and distract your attention. Because if you do, if you let yourself become pulled off, somebody working you over, they're going to try to literally steal something from you. If it's not your job, it could be your relationships. It could be something tangible in your home. Don't leave valuables out laying around, this kind of a thing. But you know what? Some of you are feeling suspicious already. This may come to pass. You'll be validated in your suspicions. You were right all along for what you were suspecting about something else or a situation. That's why you should always listen to your intuition and learn to develop that. Follow your intuition to not trust. Check out any details and all details before agreeing to any offers that come your way. Be very, very careful no matter where these offers come from. I don't care how well you know the person. I don't care how well respected they are. I don't care about any of that. You got to be real careful here. This is midweek to end of week. Watch. Don't become super paranoid. Just keep yourself open to the fact that not everything may be as it appears. Okay? I just heard some people believe in their own lies, and you may encounter somebody like that where they think they're telling you the truth. It's not the truth. It is not at all. It is not at all, and you're going to be proving that as well. Take extra care of your possessions. Protect yourself from people that are draining your energies. The advice is to be on your guard, protect your assets, and examine the motives of others. That's so key. That is huge. Your keywords are theft and negative people, intuition, mistrust, decisions, and protections. And that jumps right. Be on your guard. Protect your assets. But the last one, examine the motives of others. You hear me say this all the time, guys. The Whiffam theory in reverse. Not what's in it for me. It's what's in it for them. Right? If your spidey senses are tingling, there's a good reason for that. You can manifest all the good things. It all comes down to belief for you. There's no reason for most of this stuff to go on this week. Anything that's negative, you have every tool available to you. All right, remember that. Have confidence in yourself as well. So, here's my last reading for the night, is you guys. Because I'm pretty spent right now. See, I'm taking off the jewelry. I'd like to thank you all for being here this evening. That was an interesting. The readings have been, but they're coming off a little heavy and in depth. I kind of like that. But on the other hand, there's a lot of brutal reality and truth that are coming through in the readings as well. So, if anything, I hope this reading for you, Sagittarius, has given you some kind of strength, has opened up the path a bit for you, has let the light in. Reevaluate yourself and what you're all about. And you know what? You're equal to everybody else on this planet. Therefore, you have equal power and opportunities. Don't let anybody give you the shakedown. Don't let anybody intimidate you. Don't trust everybody at 100% during this week. Oh, excuse me. You see, it's time I went to bed. It's 2:02 a.m. Anyways, so if you like this reading, you'd like to have something private for you and personal, I offered the service of private readings. The information for that's found down below this video window, right down there. In the show more section, read through there once, grab my email that you see there that I use for everything, and ship me off an email. I'll get you taken care of pretty quick. Also, thank you to all subscribers across the board. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so you don't miss any of the videos from Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Also, thank you to the subscribers that are growing by leaps and bounds. In the Facebook group, Bay of Fundy Fortunes, it is a closed and private group, so once you're in there, you're safe. Nothing gets put out on the main wall. Everything is kept within there. You can feel comfortable in there. It is a group of like-minded individuals that are just like me, just like you. We're not walking this path alone. We are many in numbers, as one would say, and we're all good. It's a wonderful place to be, and you can keep a low profile if you're in there. You don't have to be right out there taking part in everything. You want to just sit back and watch, you can do that. That's okay too. The only time you get, centered out is if when I welcome you into the group, you can respond to that or not. But everybody's there. Nobody expects anything of you. Just say, because some people get shy coming into a group, and they're hesitant, thinking they're going to be, people are going to be pulling it. Nobody's going to bother you in there. You do as you please. You do as you feel. Anyways, Bay of Fundy Fortunes can not only be found on Facebook and on YouTube, but Blogspot, Google, and Twitter as well, wherever you feel comfortable watching them from. And for now, I think I'm going to say goodbye and good night. If you're looking for me and you don't find me sitting here in Bay of Fundy Fortunes, you can find me down below on the beach, walking along the water's edge that holds the highest, mightiest tides on the whole planet, the beautiful and bountiful, bodacious Bay of Fundy. Gotta love it. And I'm always, 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 unless I'm sleeping, I'm watching the tides, I'm watching the cove, I'm watching the bay. So if you're coming and you're looking for me, you can always really catch me, because my favorite thing are the high tides. You can always catch me waiting on the next high tide. Have a good week, Sagittarius, and I'll see you back here in a week's time. We're going to be rolling out the monthlies for, God help us, the month of October. Happy first day of fall. Hope you have a great week, and I hope to see you back here for the monthlies. Goodbye for now.